Melissa here from the library. Today we're doing another fun recipe for the dogs. I love to make special treats for my dogs, and since we are getting close to summer, even though it doesn't seem like it, I thought doggy ice cream would be a fun treat for us to make today. So we're going to make a really simple version of a doggy ice cream. Lots of easy ingredients, totally healthy. I was checking out our dog treat cookbook that we used last time, and she has some cool recipes in here for doggy lotto, so a doggy gelato. She uses a little fancier recipe than I'm going to use. She does add some honey to hers, which is perfectly safe for your dogs, just as a little bit of natural sweetener. This recipe usually does call for honey. I never put the honey in. My dogs seem to not really care about the sweetness. Yeah, so yogurt, bananas, fresh fruit. That's pretty much the same recipe that I'm going to use today. You can use any type of fruit. I'm going to use blueberries, but my dogs really love strawberries, peaches. Just make sure that you get rid of that seed in the middle. Okay, so to begin, we are going to start with 2 cups of yogurt. I always use plain yogurt. You can use the flavored yogurt, but it does sometimes have a lot of added sweeteners to it, and you want to make sure, be very careful that your yogurt and your peanut butter do not contain anything called xylitol. Very dangerous to dogs. So I always double check the label before I use it, and even if it's a brand that I use on a regular basis, I still always double check because you never know when they might change their ingredients. Alright, so we're just going to put it into a blender. So it's going to be super simple. 4 ingredients, blend it up. I'm going to use some silicone molds to put my ice cream in, to put it in the freezer, just because I find it works out easy, and then they're easy to store because I'll pop them out and I'll put them in a Ziploc bag. But I've also used containers with lids. Put the ice cream in that, put it in the freezer, and then when you're ready to serve it, just run it under hot water for a couple of seconds and it'll pop right out. Depending on the size of your dog, I usually go for the bigger size because I have bigger dogs, but the little ones will work as well. All right, so 2 cups plain yogurt into the blender. I made a batch this morning and the dogs were super excited. I put them outside so they wouldn't be too noisy while we're trying to do this. Oh, I almost missed. All right, 2 cups of yogurt. And you know what? I only have a very little bit left, so I'm going to just add the rest of the container. That's what I like about these recipes. You don't have to be exact. All right, to that, I'm going to add 2 bananas. I just cut them up a little bit earlier. So 2 bananas, 2 cups of yogurt, and a 1/3 cup of peanut butter. Again, you don't have to be super scientific with your measuring. The dogs aren't really going to care if it's perfect. And for fruit, I just had some leftover blueberries, so I'm just going to toss those in as well. Frozen, fresh, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so then I'm just going to put the lid on my blender. And just mix it until it's all nice and smooth. Good. So now I'm just going to pour it into the mold. You can use ice cube trays. You can use anything. It is a little thick, but that's good. I wouldn't give it to my dog every day, and I wouldn't give them more than 1 serving in a day, but I don't think it would do anything other than maybe upset their tummy if they had a little bit too much. And again, depending on the size of your dog. So, yeah, we're just filling up our molds. Oh, look at this. I think it's going to work perfectly for 12. This is something that the kids could eat in that as well, but if you are going to feed it to your kids, I would highly recommend adding the honey to it because it is very not sweet. So here we go. I've just filled the molds 3/4 of the way. I'm going to pop those in the freezer. This is like a real cooking show. I did some earlier, so I have them to show you. They're all ready. I'm going to take these to my friend Oakley today. So yeah, so just a perfect little frozen ice cream treat to share with your pup this summer when summer finally gets here. So I'll put a link to the Doggie Treats cookbook in the comments if you wanted to check it out. Like I said, her recipes are a little fancier than mine, but very, very similar. And yeah, that's it, Doggie ice cream. Who knew? Have a great day.